Holiday Psyduck and Shiny Vanillite make their debut in Pokemon Go during the second part of the Winter Holiday event, and in this video I will be going through all of the event details, event tips, Pokemon worth catching, raids worth raiding, and more. The event runs from December 25th at 10 AM till December 31st at 8 PM local time. Psyduck wearing a holiday attire will debut, and it can evolve into Golduck wearing a holiday attire. For the bonuses, you will get increased XP and Stardust from opening gifts, and when you have completed the Winter Holiday timed research, you will be able to choose between double catch XP or double catch Stardust as another bonus for the duration of the event. This is if you haven't done this during Winter Holiday Part 1. This timed research, Winter Wishes, is free, and if you haven't completed it yet, it is available throughout the duration of Winter Holiday Part 1 and Part 2. The wild encounters for the event will be Holiday Attire Pikachu, Alolan Vulpix, the new Holiday Psyduck, Seal, Holiday Hat Eevee, Swinub, Holiday Delibird, Snorunt, Spheal, Galarian Darumaka, Vanillite, which can be shiny for the first time in Pokemon Go, Holiday Cubchoo, Cryogonal, Cetoddle, and the rare encounters will be Sneasel, Piloswine, and Amora. In 1-star raids will be Holiday Pikachu, Alolan Vulpix, Holiday Cubchoo, Crabrawler, and Cetoddle. It's worth noting here that the Holiday Attire Pikachu will have boosted shiny chance from raids. In 3-star raids will be Dugong, Lapras, and Holiday Delibird and Holiday Glaceon. In 5-star raids will be Regigigas, and Mega Glalie will be in Mega Raids. In 2km eggs will be Holiday Psyduck, Holiday Eevee, Smoochum, Galarian Darumaka, and Amora. Note that the Holiday Psyduck and Eevee hatched from these eggs will have a higher chance of being shiny than those caught in the wild. So if you are after either of these shinies, then definitely hatch some of these eggs. In field research encounters will be Holiday Pikachu, Alolan Vulpix, Holiday Psyduck, Shelder, Jinx, Lapras, Holiday Stantler, Holiday Spheal, Snova, Holiday Glaceon, Vanillite, Crabrawler, and you'll be able to get Mega Energy for Abomasnow and Glalie. There will be new avatar items including a Delibird onesie, Cetoddle hat, and Holiday boots, gloves, sweater, and scarf. Event themed stickers will be available from spinning Pokestops, opening gifts, and for purchase in the shop. So in addition to the free timed research that I mentioned before that is free to all trainers, there are 2 additional timed research tickets available for purchase. First will be the $2 ticket that will get you 2 timed researches, one for the Winter Holiday Part 1 event and one for the Winter Holiday Part 2 event. Note that if the Winter Holiday Part 1 event has finished by the time you purchase this ticket, you will still get that research for Winter Holiday Part 1, so you can complete both during the second part of the Winter Holiday. The Winter Holiday Part 1 research will get you 2 premium battle passes and encounters with Holiday Scarf Spheal, Cryogonal, and the new Holiday Psyduck. The second timed research from this $2 ticket will be for the Winter Holiday Part 2 event, and it will also get you 2 additional premium raid passes and encounters with Holiday Psyduck and Cubchoo wearing a holiday ribbon. The other paid research you can buy is for $5, and it will get you an event themed avatar pose and a timed research that will get you a 2 times candy bonus, and encounters with various event themed Pokemon such as Holiday Pikachu, Delibird, and Psyduck. So these are the 2 purchasable tickets. There will also be event themed showcases available throughout the event, so keep an eye out for those. So that's it for the details. Let's go through some tips to help you make the most of the event. So if you haven't already done so, you can choose between 2 times catch XP or 2 times catch Stardust from the timed research, but which is better? Personally, I would recommend going for the 2 times catch Stardust because while XP is valuable, it is easier to come by and it doesn't really matter as much past level 40 because at level 40 you can power up your Pokemon to the max level of 50. Stardust, however, will always be useful because you need it to power up Pokemon for raid attacking and for Go Battle League. However, if leveling up past 40 is important to you, then it could be worth going for the XP bonus. It's also possible that a higher level cap could come in the future, so leveling up to 50 might be required to access the highest levels of Pokemon. So if you decide to go with the 2 times catch Stardust, I recommend using star pieces with it to get a further 1.5 times Stardust. And if you decide to go with the 2 times catch XP instead, then I would recommend using lucky eggs, going for excellent throws, and quick catching as many Pokemon as you can. It's also worth opening the max amount of gifts you can each day during the event because you will get increased XP and Stardust from opening gifts. So there will be event themed showcases, and I would recommend entering any showcases that you see because they will get you some XP and Stardust regardless of where you place. And if you do happen to place highly, you can get some premium items. Showcases are particularly great for rural players as there is less competition than there are in cities. If you are playing in more competitive areas and you want to go for the win, keep an eye out for last minute snipers that swap in higher ranking Pokemon right before the end of the showcase. So in terms of candy, there are no specific bonuses, but you can use Pinap Berries to increase your candy gains. You can also Mega Evolve a Pokemon of the same type of the Pokemon you are catching to get increased candy, Candy XL, and XP per catch. This is a majority Ice type event, so I would recommend Mega Evolving an Ice type. You can Mega Evolve a Abomasnow or Glalie to get these bonuses. If you don't have either of these, luckily Mega Abomasnow will be enraged during the time of the Winter Holiday Part 1 event, and Mega Glalie will be available during the Winter Holiday Part 2 event. It's worth noting that you can also get additional Mega Energy for both Abomasnow and Glalie from field research. And remember, once you've Mega Evolved a specific species for the first time, you can then walk any Pokemon, old or new, that you have of that species to get more Mega Energy. Another tip for candy I would recommend is trading, especially during this season, because you do get an extra candy and a guaranteed XL candy per trade. Doing some of these trades will help you towards getting your Platinum Gentleman medal too, and with the seasonal bonuses, this is one of the best times to do it. It's also of note that if you do purchase the $5 timed research, you do get access to 2 times catch candy, so if the Pokemon in the wild during this event appeal to you and you want to get maximum candy, then you should purchase that. Having said that, are the paid timed researches actually worth buying? So for the $2 research, you get 2 timed researches and you'll get a total of 4 premium battle passes and some event themed encounters. So if you do buy battle passes already with Poké Coins, then this actually could be worth it. And for the $5 research, I don't actually think it's worth buying. You do get the 2 times catch candy, which is a decent bonus, but paying $5 to get that, an avatar pose, and some event themed encounters doesn't really seem that worth it in my opinion. Not to say you shouldn't purchase it if you would benefit from these. So when it comes to event encounters, which are actually worth catching? So firstly, the Holiday Attire Pikachu is worth catching because it will help you towards your Platinum Pikachu fan medal. Alolan Vulpix will be available, and it might be worth picking up because Alolan Ninetales is ranked 98 in the Great League and 82 in its Shadow form. It's also ranked 89 in the Ultra League and 60 in its Shadow form. Costume Psyduck might be worth hunting because it is a new costume shiny and could be a rare one in the future. Seal will also be spawning, and Dugong is ranked 93 in the Great League, although it does need both of its legacy moves that will require Elite TMs to get. Holiday Hat Eevee will be spawning, and some of its evolutions are actually worth getting. Umbreon is a good Pokemon for Go Battle League, being ranked 69 in the Great League and 92 in the Ultra League. Glaceon's also worth getting because it is a top 10 Ice type raid attacker. Likewise, Sylveon is worth it because it is a top 10 Fairy type raid attacker, and it is ranked 95 in the Master League. So Swinub is definitely one to focus on during the event because Mamoswine is one of the best Ice type raid attackers, and it is the best Ice type raid attacker in its Shadow form. It's also strong in the Master League, being ranked 24. So Swinub is well worth catching, and Piloswine will also be rarely available, so worth catching as well. Snorunt could be one to go after because Mega Glalie is a top Ice type raid attacker and the best Mega Ice type raid attacker. Also, if you happen to get a female Snorunt, it can evolve into Frostlass, which is relevant in Go Battle League, being ranked 97 in the Great League. Sphere will be spawning, and unfortunately because it has its holiday costume on, it can't currently be evolved. However, it is worth catching for Candy and Candy XL for Walrein, and it will most likely be able to evolve sometime in the future, so if you do get any good costume Sphere, I would hold on to them. Walrein is decent in Go Battle League, being ranked 102 in the Great League and 79 in its Shadow form. It's ranked 44 in the Ultra League and 47 in its Shadow form, and it's ranked 85 and 86 in the Master League. Galarian Darumaka is worth going after because Galarian Darmanitan is a top Ice type raid attacker, and when it gets its Zen mode in the future, it'll be even better. So Vanillite is the new shiny for the event, and it might be worth going after this one if you are a shiny hunter. So Satoddle is a relatively new Pokemon. It only just released in the Winter Holiday Part 1 event, so it is worth getting for the Dex if you haven't got it already, and it's worth catching enough to evolve into Satitan. It's also good to note that Satitan will actually be pretty good in Pokemon Go. It will be a top 10 Ice type raid attacker with Ice Shard and Avalanche, and it will be ranked 75 in the Master League. So Sneasel will be spawning rarely, and Weavile is a top Ice type raid attacker and even better in its Shadow form, so definitely worth picking up some Sneasel if you see them. And like Sneasel, Amora will be a rare spawn, and it is worth catching because Aurorus is ranked 71 in the Great League and ranked 40 in the Ultra League. Lapras is available in field research, and it might be worth going for it for Ultra League because it is ranked 106, but it does want PvP IVs of 0, 15, 15, which would require trading to get close to because of the 10, 10, 10 IV floor of field research. So Snova is also in field research, and it could be worth going for because Mega Abomasnow is the top Ice type raid attacker, and Abomasnow is ranked 91 in the Great League and 48 in the Ultra League. And as I mentioned before, Glaceon is a top Ice type raid attacker, and you can get the costume version of it from field research, so it might be worth looking out for it from there. So if you are a shiny hunter, I would recommend trying to go for any costume shinies because it's hard to say when or if they will return to the game in the future, so some of these could become pretty rare. This event is also a great event to work on your Platinum Skier medal with all of the Ice type Pokemon spawning. So these are the Pokemon that are worth catching, but which Pokemon are worth raiding for the event? So starting with 1-star raids, I have mentioned the meta relevance of each of these Pokemon in the last part of the video, and I would recommend getting Pikachu, Vulpix and Cetoddle from the wild if you can, and save your raid passes for something else. Having said that, if you are going for shiny holiday attire Pikachu, it's worth raiding it because it does have boosted shiny rates. So for the 3-star raids, Lapras and Glaceon are already available in field research, so it might be worth getting them from field research instead and saving your passes. And when it comes to Dugong, its perfect PvP IVs for Great League are 0, 12, 15, so it's much easier to get this IV spread from catching Seal in the wild because of the 10, 10, 10 IV floor from raids. Regigigas will be the tier 5 raid boss, and unless you're after the shiny, it doesn't have any meta relevance, so you can pass on this one. Mega Glalie will be the mega raid boss, and it is worth raiding enough of these so you have enough mega energy to mega evolve a Glalie if you haven't done one before. And as I mentioned earlier, it is a top ice type raid attacker, but remember you can get its mega energy from field research, so if you think you can get enough mega energy from field research without doing raids, then it's probably best to go with that and save your raid passes. So there are still a few other events going on in December, but are they worth playing? If you want to know more about these events like the Winter Wonderland event and Weird Day Raid Day, then check out these videos next.